might go flex. Me and my dogs eat like King Fuck. We be working July. Out of my hood, I did some like gold legs. Cause I maneuver through the like a bottle of Metamucil in a body that's used to being. And most consumers, they view me as a ruler like Mansa Musa, cause I stay with some.
The NBA 2K community is like none other.
Yes, we've heard stories about how 2K has impacted people's lives and given them a platform to take their love of basketball off court.
It's really been amazing to see, and we want to recognize those that are doing good things in the NBA 2K community with a new series called My 2K Life.
First up, let's take a look at the man behind Poor Boy Sin.
NBA 2K has affected my life in a major way. It's like my peace. Playing the game and playing NBA 2K is like my peace. When I'm going through something bad in my life.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. The 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks up against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, they're the better team overall, but on hostile ground, this game could be close. We'll see if they can seize the opportunity and steal one on the road. One thing we're seeing, Kenny, certain teams that started off hot are now falling by the wayside.
Man, that happens every year, Arnie. This is nothing new. No surprise. Everyone does it. The league catches up to them at some point.
You know, after teams adjust to you, you have to adjust back. If you can't, shows you weren't all that to begin with.
Ah, very true, very true. Here's Kevin Harlan as we get ready for the tip.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our setting tonight, as seen from above. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. And let's check out a breakdown, looking at some stats for Irving.
And their analytics department won't be happy with the dip in his effective field goal percentage this month. He's not taking the smart shots he was earlier in the season, maybe trying to do a little bit too much.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for... Well, Kyrie, great story, DA. Thank you. You know, Steve, we know teams rest guys down the stretch, but what do you think about resting guys mid-season so that they're fresh at the end?
I think if you are a team that's been through these playoff runs, long championship runs, and you still know you have a chance to win, I think it's kind of unfair to us fans when you have a team that might not get to the finals and you're starting to rest guys and there's no benefit at the end. If there's a benefit at the end for the players, organization, and fans, I'm all for it. But if it's not, I don't like to see guys resting.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Jaylen Brown out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Jabari Parker. And it's Young in at the 3 spot. And for the Mavericks, they've got Winslow. Marcus Gasol is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Clarkson in at the 2. Irving, good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Irving's got the first basket of the game for San Antonio. Lillard against Irving. Pass to Clarkson. Back to Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Now here's Irving. He's coming off a 19-point game against Memphis.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Gasol finds Clarkson. That 3 off the mark. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Grizzlies of Memphis. Irving passes to Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
Pass to Winslow. Gasol with it. And there's the pass to Lillard. From deep, drains the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Irving for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
From past the arc. Rebounded by Clarkson. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Winslow. The rebound by Young.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
Outside Irving. He kicks it to Parker. Back to Irving. Just 5 to shoot. For 3. That shot off the mark. And it's Dallas the other way.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
With the floater and the basket by Lillard. 7 points in the game.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Parker finds Irving. 3-pointer. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
The shiftiness of Kyrie earns him a trip to the stripe.
A career best season for Kyrie Irving in 2018-19. Scoring just as great as ever, but it was the other areas, playmaking, rebounding, defense, where he made tremendous strides.
Both free throws good for Irving. And the Celtics expected Kyrie to become a better passer and defender in Boston.
They felt he had the capability. You could argue that those improvements have elevated him from a great scorer to a great player in our league.
Gasol dishes to Lillard. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Lauri Markkanen is a guy you can build around. The 7th overall pick in a very strong 2017 draft. And there's no doubt that this team views Lauri Markkanen as a big part of their future. Many slept on Markkanen in the draft, but he could be a star.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. As you said, Smitty, Markkanen has the potential to be an all-star someday.
He's not quite there yet, Kevin. Not by any means. Needs to take a jump forward and go from being a shooter to an all-around scorer.
And Markkanen drops them both. And for a player that didn't come in with a lot of fanfare to the NBA, Markkanen is one of the top young players in the league.
Yeah, call him the marksman or the finisher. Call him Larry Bird, if you like. Fantastic stretch 4, who showed he could be a focal point of an offense, can play with an edge as well, and is just scratching the surface of his potential. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Stolen by Clarkson. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And Parker with the block. To the paint. And Young with the basket on the assist by Irving.
A silky smooth playmaker. Irving on time and on point.
Pass to Markkanen. Back to Lillard. Outside Gasol. He dishes it to Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. Markkanen from outside. And it's Irving with the rebound. And it's Irving with the ball for San Antonio. 3-point lead. And the dunk by Parker.
And the skills of Brown. Not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Brown against Clarkson. To the right side. From deep, Gasol. That shot missing. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Here's Irving. 10 points for him. Brown outside. Pass to Young. And the basket is good.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Parker. He's right around 13 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Totally. You want your team to at least hold court when the reserves come in. He definitely keeps you solid up front.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. From deep, Gasol.
Yeah, but the defense is doing a pretty good job of contesting those long-range shots.
The drive by Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
DeMarcus at his size does a great job of creating opportunities off the bounce, especially when he's moving downhill.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Fultz, he's checked in for Clarkson. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Layman's checked in. Fultz with the ball. Brown's there. And Fultz gets it to go.
I just love the moves of Fultz. No wasted motion, dribbles with purpose, easily getting to where he wants with the ball.
And stolen by Lillard. Fast break Dallas. Lillard with the ball. The dish to Gasol. Markkanen passes to Lillard. Clock at 6. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Big bodies and soft hands. Well, that's what these guys possess. Top assisting centers and power forwards this year. 5th best, Marc Gasol.
And these are some of the most complete players in our league. I mean, they're not just traditional score and rebound big men. They can beat you with their passing as well.
Whether starting to break with a fantastic pass or kicking it out to a wide open teammate, these fellas have a knack for passing the basketball.
Lillard against Irving. And Markkanen throws it down.
Larry Markkanen with his size. He has decent hops also, and he can finish above the rim. The Spurs with the league's longest active playoff streak, 22 years and running, not to mention 5 titles in that span. No wonder the Spurs are viewed as the league's model franchise.
Here's Fultz following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Pass to Winslow. Lillard outside. Offline with his 3. Well, Steve, the Spurs are so well run. If they played in a top 5 market, they might be the most popular team in the NBA by now.
You know what, Kevin? They probably would, but this is the way this organization likes it. They like to be quiet and under the radar. They like to sustain success, and they like to build a great culture. At the same time, the small market is really a part of their culture.
It was to the chagrin of many that Cousins joined the Warriors last season, but it looked to be the right choice for him. He got to take his time rehabbing and came back to a team in first place with no pressure.
The free throw drops for Cousins. And with Cousins last year, you know, Greg, he came back with a bit of a minutes restriction.
And Kevin, time will tell just how full a recovery Cousins can make. But last year went how he hoped it would with regards to taking a year to get things right and be in a good situation.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Dallas. Omari Spellman comes in for Lauri Markkanen.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
For San Antonio, they've hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. 2 shots. Free throw drops for Napier. Smitty, I heard this the other day, letting a player stay in the game after his 6th foul, but granting an extra free throw to the other team. What do you think of that?
Kevin, that's crazy. I mean, no way.
I knew you'd say that. I knew you would say that.
I do summer league games, and I watched this 10 fouls. There's no way we could have had that many fouls when I played. We have to keep it at 6 foul, and you're out.
Good on both.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Fultz dishes to Plumlee.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Lillard. 3rd in scoring, 4th in three-point field goal percentage. And how about his top 10 ranking in free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy.
Take a break.
And everyone else knows it as well. No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. San Antonio leading by 12. And here's Walker. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. That one falls.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
The Mavericks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Free throw good, Damian Lillard. He's perfect from the line this time.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Now here's Napier. He's covered closely. Some solid defense from Lillard.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Floats one up. Good. Nice play there from Napier. And the Spurs lead by 12.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now, here's Lillard. Napier covering, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
The Mavericks have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
San Antonio leading by 9. 1:44 left in the first quarter. Here's Johnson. Second chance shot. Tries yet again. And the layup is good.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Now here's Plumlee. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. And Lillard gets it to go.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
Johnson outside. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And he recovers it.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
McGee with the block. Johnson outside. Right wing. That's a two-pointer from Walker. Spellman with the rebound.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Lillard finds Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Now, here's Napier. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Out to the right wing, and here's Walker outside. He can't hit that time. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Spurs lead by 6. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Marc Gasol, so appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot of Spanish-speaking fans excited about his success.
It's just fun. You see more fans on the stands that speak Spanish, even they're from Spain or Argentina, Mexico, whatever they're from. They support the Spanish-speaking people, and they love the game.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for San Antonio, they've got Layman. He's out there with JaVale McGee. Napier is out there with Johnson. And it's Walker in at the shooting guard position. Let's go. And the basket by Napier. Napier's got 6 points. Mavericks trail by 8. The pass to Fultz. Back to Smith. Now Plumlee. Kicks to Winslow. Passes it to Fultz. Shoots over Walker. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls and, of course, went on to win it.
They forced the issue and made the defense hack them to death last game. I'm sure they'll try to mirror that same attack in this one.
San Antonio leading by 6. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. Here's Johnson. Justice Winslow picking up that last bucket. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
And looking now at the numbers for Winslow, how his last 10 games have gone. He's getting around 8 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
McGee's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 4. It's the mark, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And for Justice Winslow, the former 10th overall pick out of Duke, he has transformed himself into a Swiss Army knife of a wing player. Gives you a bit of everything.
You know, it's funny to think that not too long ago, Smitty, Winslow was viewed as a defensive specialist.
And in all fairness, that was not too long ago, like you said, Kevin. But what I like now, his playmaking has improved to where he can create for others, and he's getting more and more confident on his threes and scoring.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Some players out there are either loved or hated by the fans. There's no in between, Smitty. But when you take a look at divisive players in the league, who pops into your head?
Draymond Green, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James. There's some people who love him, and there's some people that hate him.
Sure.
Joel Embiid is starting to creep into that conversation. Those are some of the guys some people love him and some people hate him.
Irving's checked in for the Spurs. Good on the second free throw. And here are the Mavericks now. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Now, here's Clarkson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 6 to shoot. Winslow against Johnson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Floats one. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Clarkson.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Walker finds Young. And here's Irving. He's guarded by Plumlee. Shot from 12. Nice jump shot. Good. 14 points for Kyrie Irving.
A man of many moves. Kyrie's showing us a little of everything tonight.
Pass to Clarkson. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
Irving for 3. Mavericks with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
Now here's Irving. He's got 14. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Spurs have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And he knocks down the first one.
We know he's one of the best offensive players in the league. What I've seen lately from Kyrie is an improvement in his focus on the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Gasol comes in for Mason Plumlee. And it's Markkanen in for Amari Spellman. The Spurs also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Parker comes in for Johnson. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Lonnie Walker. The Mavericks have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Smith the pass to Markkanen. Over Parker. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by Smith. Markkanen's got the game tied up here for the Mavs. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for San Antonio. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we overanalyze things. Can be better to just let it go.
Starter in this league for almost a decade, Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
And the first one at the line is good. That one is no good. Smitty, we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge, and at the same time, you appreciate where the game takes you. It is definitely growing globally, going places you might otherwise never experience, especially in a basketball setting.
And last year, a bit of a pivot for Justice Winslow in terms of his game. Found one of the better ways he could contribute to the team is through his developing playmaking skills.
Shooting 2. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And for Winslow, he filled in at the point when Dragic was injured last season.
And Winslow looked really comfortable in that playmaking role. We know he struggled with his shooting, but when he can contribute with his passing, it adds another layer to his game.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Gasol with the steal. Smith against Irving. Smith kicks to Clarkson. Tries from 10, and it's in there. Clarkson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Mavs.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Here's Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And for Jaylen Brown, part of the challenge last season, especially with the return of Gordon Hayward, was meeting the high expectations, Greg, in a reduced role.
Competition for minutes, and then early on, he struggled. We all see the potential, but it's really about seizing the moment every time you're on the court.
And he makes the first.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Lillard's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Gasol. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. 10th in blocks, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Lillard. Here's Irving. 16 points for him. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Tremendous focus by Kyrie. Doesn't let the contact throw him off.
Smith the pass to Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. San Antonio with the rebound. Cousins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Markkanen. And Cousins gets it to go. Cousins has got his
DeMarcus putting himself in a position to succeed.
And Lillard kicks to Gasol. Right side, Markkanen. Dallas moving it around. Lillard against Young, and the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That is his first foul of the game. Clarkson taking his time here. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got his 5th rebound in this one. Irving against Lillard. Irving drives in. Here's Parker. Young outside. The tray. The shot. No good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Clarkson against Young. Now here's Lillard. He's tightly guarded. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Brown the pass to Parker. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's now 6 points for Parker.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Smith dishes to Markkanen. Gasol kicks to Lillard. Pass to Smith. Unloads from 13. Rebound San Antonio. They've led by as many as 14 points. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. They start a 3-game homestand with that game.
Clearly a foul.
At the line of the Spurs, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Markelle Fultz is checked in for Dallas. And Parker drops them both. Lillard with it. 19 points in the game. To end the cold streak. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Gasol.
Gasol is a total pro at running these pick and rolls the right way. As soon as the pick is set, he is rolling hard to the cup.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Shoots. Kept alive. And Markkanen on the follow.
For a stretch 4 who spends a lot of time on the perimeter, Markkanen does a good job attacking the offensive glass.
Out to the right wing. No good from Cousins.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And the Spurs with possession following the score by Dallas. Out to the right wing. Parker finds Cousins. Out to Parker. No one near him. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 3rd assist on the night. To the inside, Gasol. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Over a decade in Memphis for Marc Gasol, even played his high school basketball there. Now, a new phase.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Jake Layman comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Napier in for Kyrie Irving.
One shot.
And it's tied up with that one. And when you spend as much time in one city as Marc Gasol and mean as much as he did to the Grizzlies franchise in that city of Memphis, you know what, Smitty? It's got to be tough to move on.
I'm sure, Kevin, for both sides. Regardless of what he accomplished moving forward, his jersey is getting retired in Memphis. No question about it.
Here is Lillard after Jabari Parker made that last three-pointer. 13 feet away, and he can't bank that one in. Spurs leading by 3. Now here's Napier. He's got 6. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Now here's Fultz. He's covered by Brown. And the rejection by Cousins.
A quick, good shot here, and they can go 2 for 1.
Trying to squeeze out every extra possession, but they have to work fast.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Napier feeling it out a bit. There's the pass to Cousins. Over Gasol, and Gasol sends it back.
The former Defensive Player of the Year, Gasol, showing his stuff.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the San Antonio Spurs. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points. Thanks for the great interview, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 20 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
So far, I love their commitment on the glass. Even when they were playing well, their rebounding remained a priority. And so far, the other side hasn't matched their efforts.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Damian Lillard out there with Clarkson. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Justice Winslow. And it's Gasol at the 5 down low. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort. I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Lillard attacking, slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Jabari Parker.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
The free throw drops for Lillard. Spurs trail by 3. Here's Parker. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Lillard against Parker, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Winslow. The 9-foot shot, and that one goes long. Lillard against Irving. Now here's Parker. Defense right on him. Passes to Young. And here is Cousins. Clock at 6. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. In the corner, it's Clarkson. There's the feed to Gasol. Count the basket and the foul. That's on Jaylen Brown.
He has slimmed down a lot from his rookie season. Marc Gasol still strong enough to power through contact.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
and you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays. Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Lillard, the pass to Winslow. Markkanen against Parker. Markkanen dishes to Clarkson. Shoots over Brown. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Launches a 3. And it's Brown missing.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Markkanen can't get it to go. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Parker finds Brown. For the lead. Drains it from beyond the arc. Brown's got 7 points in the game.
Great to see Brown drop that perimeter jumper, showing off his terrific stroke from beyond the arc.
And Lillard gets double teamed. Out left to the wing. Left side Gasol. Shot clock at 6. Dallas moving it around. Beyond the arc. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. On the Mavericks with some changes. Plumlee is checked in for Gasol. And Spellman subbed in for Lauri Markkanen. Then for the Spurs, JaVale McGee's checked in for Cousins. Johnson comes in for Parker. And Walker subbed in for Jaylen Brown.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
That's his second personal foul. Okay. Shots.
Two shots. Last on the first.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Irving against Lillard. And that one's good, Irving.
Difficult guarding Kyrie. He's comfortable from any range and willing to take what the defense gives him.
And Plumlee kicks to Lillard. In the corner, Winslow with it. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Spurs have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Irving against Lillard. Lillard with the rebound. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Pass to Plumlee. He kicks to Clarkson. Lillard outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. The shot by Clarkson, no good. San Antonio trailing here. Young passes to Irving. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got 26 points.
The bus driver with the ball in his hand. Kyrie keeps the defenders off balance.
Pass to Clarkson. Lillard attacking. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Dallas. Lillard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Winslow finds Lillard. And the pass to Spellman. On the wing, Winslow. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Clarkson. No good on the 3.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Irving can't hit. For Dallas, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the 3rd. Winslow kicks to Lillard. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Winslow against Johnson. Winslow's shot is off.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Walker taking his time here. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Spellman's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that, the ability to finish with that level of authority.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Markelle Fultz has checked in for Clarkson. Jake Layman's checked in for the Spurs. Spurs trail by 4. Outside, Walker. It's stolen. Lillard against Irving. Now, here's Lillard, guarded closely. Passes it to Winslow. 6 to shoot. Drills the baseline jumper. Now it's a 6-point Dallas lead.
It's important for Winslow to make this. When the defense tries to entice you to take it, he has to knock it down.
Walker in the post, guarded by Fultz. And McGee kicks to Layman. Trying to end the drought. The shot comes out, and the Mavericks going the other way now. Fultz looking around. Over Walker. And that one hits back iron. Spurs trail by 6. No good on the shot. Plumlee with some nice D. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Fultz, no good. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Irving drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got 8 points in the quarter.
He gets to the rim at will. Kyrie, one of the most elusive players you'll ever see.
Lillard, the pass to Fultz. Back to Lillard. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Let's check out some stats for McGee. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. 3rd in blocks. And also his field goal percentage is up in the top 5. Tremendously efficient at finishing plays at the basket.
And you aren't top 3 in blocks unless you're committed to dominating in that category. His awareness and hustle is off the charts. Very impressive. The shot by Lillard wide open. Good on the triple. Lillard's got 35.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Tries from 10. Irving, good.
He has gotten into a terrific groove here, trying to will his team
back into this.
Pass to Spellman. Rebounded by the Spurs. And here's Irving. He has 30. Inside. Shot is good, and the Mavericks' lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from McGee.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Spellman. Now here's Winslow. Lillard outside. And the 3 off target.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And the shot goes down.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Irving kicks to McGee. Left side, Walker. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Walker's got 5 points so far.
And he finally gets involved from beyond the arc. His first 3 of the game comes here in the second quarter.
Here's Fultz. And it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
And you got to get a hand up on Fultz. I mean, he continues to show improvement from the mid-range area of the floor.
San Antonio calls timeout. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
Marc Gasol's checked in for the Mavericks. Markkanen comes in for Amari Spellman. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for JaVale McGee. Jabari Parker comes in for Young. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Walker. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Fultz. He's covered by Brown. Here's Markkanen. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Brown. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And 11 points for Jaylen Brown.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Lillard with it. Picked up by Brown. Here's Gasol. Drops in the layup for 2. Gasol's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Napier, the shot's good.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Now, here's Lillard. Napier covering. Here's Winslow. The putback, and Markkanen on the follow. Markkanen's got 13.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Dallas. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stop. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. We're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Brown. Parker out there with Layman. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Napier in at the 1.
Great ball handler for his size. Cousins staying active, drives and gets the contact.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
We've watched Cousins for a while. I love the way he plays with emotion, but it has to be under control.
And Cousins drops them both. Now Fultz. Lillard outside. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, his instincts are on display here. Fultz, a really good passer, excels at setting up teammates for easy looks.
Here's Napier. Markkanen pulls it in. Mavericks leading by 5. Over to the left wing. Now here's Fultz, covered by Parker. Fultz, no good. The Spurs shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Layman passed to Napier. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Lets the 3 fly. The Mavericks pull it in. And Lillard gets double teamed. Over to the wing. Here's Fultz. Kicks it out to Lillard. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And the Mavericks making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. The Spurs also with the sub. Irving's checked in for Shabazz Napier. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gasol's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Wasted no time on that one. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
On its way from Irving for 2. San Antonio again missing. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. They grabbed their own miss. Clarkson with the ball. Tries again. Markkanen dishes to Fultz. Irving against Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. Clock is at 3. Here's Markkanen. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Markkanen's got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavs. San Antonio calls timeout. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to run him off his spots out there. He is rolling.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
All right, David, thanks.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Irving.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Mavs.
Lillard with it, picked up by Brown. And the basket by Lillard.
Down the stretch. This is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Now here's Brown. He's guarded closely. Layman misses the 3. And the Mavericks with possession. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Markkanen kicks to Fultz. Lillard outside. The pass to Clarkson. Off target with his 3.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
This is what you get from Cousins, a big man who can catch, face up, and deliver.
Mavericks leading by 9. Fultz the pass to Markkanen. Gasol kicks to Lillard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Here's Irving. Dishes to Cousins. Over Gasol. No good from Cousins. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Markkanen passes to Fultz. Back to Markkanen. Over Irving. Misses off the right iron.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Parker outside, fires the three. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 6th assist on the night.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Passes it to Lillard for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for Dallas.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Here's Irving. Cousins trying to free himself up. Irving can't hit.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
It's stolen by Fultz. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's an 11-point Maverick lead.
And Fultz is tough to contain. Even when you rough him up, he still gets the job done.
Irving for 3. The rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got 8 rebounds in this game. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons. Then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Golden State Warriors.
And for that game against the Thunder, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
Here's Brown, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And really, Brown is very talented at nailing shots, even while getting hit. What muscle this guy has.
Justice Winslow, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The Spurs also changing it up. JaVale McGee comes in for DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Young in for Jake Layman.
What's up?
Brown no good on the free throw. Mavericks leading by 9. Now here's Winslow. Kicks it to Lillard. High arcing shot. McGee with the block. To the middle. Here's Parker and the dunk by Parker.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
There's Winslow. Here's the floater. McGee with the block. Down low. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Kyrie Irving.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Clarkson against Brown. Pass to Winslow. Here's Lillard. Some solid defense from Brown. And here is Irving. Back to Parker. Pass to Young. Count that one. And now just a 3-point Dallas lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Dallas calls timeout.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. And that'll be his third foul so far. On defense, the Spurs. Some nice passing here by Dallas. There's Winslow, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jabari Parker.
Using that solid frame inside, Winslow draws the foul.
He hits the second from the line.
It was crucial to add to their lead and make it a two-possession game, and he did enough there at the line to make that happen.
Here's Irving, and another basket for San Antonio.
I like this from Kyrie, looking for a high percentage shot, settling for nothing less.
To the left wing, and here's Gasol outside. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Stolen by Winslow. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Good anticipation and quick hands. Winslow right on top of that, igniting the fast break.
Irving from long range. No good that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
And as Marketing continues to develop his skill set, he'll get to the line a lot more often.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
And Markkanen drops them both.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Irving finds Brown. And they get it. It's rebounded by Dallas. Lillard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Young against Winslow. Good defensive work there by Young.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Lillard against Irving. Lillard surveying the D. But they recover it. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Clarkson passes to Markkanen. Offside Gasol. 5 to shoot. There's Winslow. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Winslow's got the lead up to 12 now for Dallas.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 12. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Irving. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Terrific body control from Kyrie and the showtime finish.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. 9-point game. Lillard against Irving. Now here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. Here's Gasol. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
You know, few active players have taken more contact inside than Marc Gasol. He knows how to handle it.
Teardrop shot. Irving can't get it to go. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 13-5 run here. Lillard against Irving. And it's Lillard missing. Spurs trail by 11. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Brown is a guy who is constantly seeking contact. Defenders have to be more cautious around him.
And so he hits both. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The pass to Gasol.
You know Marc Gasol's brother Powell, he was a top 3 pick. Mark fell to the second round and had to work for everything he's achieved.
He's able to hit the second one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. There's 49 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Irving for 3, hands it from downtown. Irving's got 42 in the game.
Man, it is tough holding down Kyrie. Smooth release on that shot.
Irving against Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. To the middle. Gasol kicks to Winslow. To the inside. Lillard, the pass to Clarkson. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. Now for
strange being human, yeah. It's living really just a pastime. And I'm crying victim when I'm all alone, hoping someone calls, but then I don't pick up. I'm still up, I'm feeling confused, I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my view. I'm trying to find something new. Well, baby, I'm not holding my breath. I need something to believe.